The fact that niko could foresee it, I think a lot of us were saying, well, when are they going to try to change it back? But when things get ugly and you just spent all this time preparing with conviction to come through with a certain style to go back, I don't think that's going to be a good sign. But one thing's for sure, csgo was also right. You know, form being off was something that was unexpected with the recent games. That
2 of those 3 goes the way of Furia. So we know the old style can work and that it can defeat G2. The question is, which Furia do we get? Well, right now we get the Furia locking down B. Art's Berettas drop behind him. Very good start to this one for the CT side, but they've got m0NESY to deal with. And the Coffin Peak is coming in. What a tap to drop. Is it just me, or did that look like m0NESY simply just like brushed a bug off his shoulder?
I know.
You know, he's watching the CT cross. Would you off? And down goes drop.
In G2's direction, not surprised to see these things.
Art from the corner. Gets out of danger and drops a nade on them. That makes his job way easier. And he did his job yesterday in the questionable form coming out of Safe and Yuri. Somehow Art managed to pick up a decent amount of success on those CT sides. But don't worry, Mohan. niko's only got a Glock. JKS only has an MP9 with no Kevlar. The CTs will come through the retake. That's what's meant to unfold. Nade perfect. Deal with m0NESY first, get his deagle out of it. niko's dead, but it's just this MP9 in the corner. Remember, 10-second stick. They've got to charge him down as he sits on top of bomb and
Oh my God, are you serious? God.
No kit, no time.
That's just embarrassing.
And they pulled out through challengers, and they did it convincingly. That 0-2 start seemed so odd, so against our expectations. But man like woxic with the double kill entry on the B site, you can keep your M4 safe. You can hang on to that scout. This is G2 just bombarding into the B site.
Just such a tilting way to start the game.
For sure. Yeah.
And then you just lose this double entry. The stack is perfectly reasonable, but it's a nice shot from woxic. His form's going to be up and down. 2 couple of kills, though, for him to feel good at the beginning of the day. His best sort of stat is the fact that as a rifler, he's contended for best player in the world for a couple of years.
Even on losing teams.
Yeah.
Well, here's a quick pop from G2. They decide they want this bomb site drop, falling back and not stopping the CT push.
Oh.
Hunter managing to get himself a double, and that's excellent because Hunter was one of the individuals most questionable yesterday. Flawless start so far for Safe, despite all the rounds to G2. A little bit of aggression coming out of a CT side. And woxic decides to crank the tempo on his own. niko, critical kill to get that bomb into the pack, but Art has slipped beyond the crosshair. And niko could get caught off by this or not.
He was just making sure no one would come help.
Yeah. Waiting, isolating Art and getting exactly what he wanted. This was a 3 versus 5 out of G2 before they started to reclaim kills on A. And now they're just going to go ahead and close out what's left. 3 versus 5 in a critical gun round after that blunder in round 2 already. There are layers of negativity stacking on top of this Furia match, and it's only 6 rounds deep. It's crazy as well if all of a sudden Yuri and csgo just seem mediocre in this style. But, I mean, Yuri not even ready for them, sprinting up middle. Not trying to mask that aggression, not trying to hide that sound. Yuri didn't even have his head turned. So 5v4, a lickety split. G2 deciding, well, if it's up to them, they'll kick up the tempo. niko hones in on the pit player. Got to be cautious as Art sits inside sight, but we also have m0NESY wrapping around, and when the motto smoke goes down, m0NESY's gonna get this. Tons of pressure on the pit player now, and they are just fixated in on him. Double nade put csgo on sub 10 health before he even had a chance to shoot back. Dude. Could that A hit have gone any easier?
Yeah, and I will say as well, G2, obviously, if you're a fan of G2 right now, they're obviously playing very well. He can think about how he could have won this major at certain points here.
Good flash, good aggression. Yes, nice Furia. A little life, a fight. That's at least all we need here. An element of entertainment with a 5v3 setup. The flashbang looked great. The op posting on the angle before m0NESY can re-peek it. This is what Furia needed, not just for the sake of the competitiveness of this game, but just for themselves. A clean, flawless round queued up. And it comes by way of perfectly timed banana re-aggression.
Yeah.
woxic back turned, but the flash! Oh, it almost saves him. Hunter's dropped as he tries to give chase. JKS will catch Yuri, finishing off the damage that was done. Cerrado towards lane, sees both T's, falls back, hands busy, and a teammate that's smoked off, but Hooksy still gets smashed by the off. And then niko catches the flank down Banana. This could serve as the trigger to go back, and we've already got Art tucked in the close corner. niko can't let his guard down, sees it, and Art wins the fight. So he seizes it. The man advantage to Furia. And JKS jumping up over the railing. Looks like he got that unspotted.
Somehow.
Still looking for the duel here. Safe's gonna have to turn around fast with the T in the open. Now he's all of a sudden forced away from his angle. Doesn't like that duel.
Yeah, he's got to let the bomb out. He can no longer peek into default because of where this rifle could be. So the moto smoke comes down. Very legit attempt on the 2v2. 2v3, honestly.
Bomb gets thrown down. m0NESY wants to play post plant from apps. There's that one question of the second CT. Spotted, missed. And now JKS forced into the clutch.
And Safe knows that the pressure could come in his direction, so they'll give some time to set it up.
Art getting ever closer to the doorway. Safe now re-aggressing through. The crosshairs placed. Instant headshot. JKS back down to the cover. Plays the time. Awaits the push. Art has to come at him. And with that nade, oh, it's close. A single shot will do the trick. And Art tries to close that gap up in sight. JKS around the pillar dances.
Wow.
And does he dance long enough? Art on top of the bomb. It comes down to the wire, but Furia take their third.
It's really simple what G2 are doing these days. They don't, no one can really stop them once they take banana control. Oh my goodness gracious.
Whew.
I think Safe was allowed to take that peek.
No, not in JKS's eyes.
Yeah. But yeah, they wait here, top banana. They've got one of the strongest B hits possible. Just making sure nothing funny is happening, and they've got so much time on the clock. They don't need the full 50 seconds to hit into B. JKS ensuring they can actually kill everybody in the exits on top of this. And the first tier exec comes through. Now there are no smokes left over, so G2 do have to walk in.
But pressing into one another. Dropping Hooksy, making contact. More teammates for the T's to make sure this one goes down smooth. Construction preoccupied by Yuri.
Yeah, that was a tricky tempo. And Furia were probably wondering, is this coming back to A for a second?
Yeah, right.
They let that smoke come up, but they didn't see anyone in the back of the site.
I think it just speaks volumes to G2's comfort at the moment.
Yeah.
Trust in the pacing, in the teammates.
Well, it's been a tidal wave of T rounds here. All different styles of B attacks, basically, from G2 that have worked out splendidly and speak to their very dominant T-side map statistics over the long run.
Cerrado to have his hands full. Hunter, clean kill. Yuri tucks into Balk. Ooh, this is the right position for him to try and come back and unravel this A site. Art's going to be concerned with balcony instead. Pit is already compromised. Of course, Yuri can deal with JKS, but Hooksy's frag grenade finds the kill, and then Yuri instantly traded back. So considering what they had to work with there, it feels like they get nothing. Sure, one kill, but the bomb site falls. Art dies on short without being able to kill anybody with the AWP.
I think Yuri felt spotted. That's why he went slowly, but he wasn't.
Ends up playing his hand. Now niko's just been sat back. The insurance policy of middle. Oh, with the deagle. And the flash that comes over top, just stunning drop on a desperate 1v3 attempt to close this one out. G2 looking comfortable and then some here on Inferno, a dominant T-side to kick off the series. We'll see the retake commence. Cerrado keeping m0NESY out of the pistol. Bodes well here for Furia. Drop, it's a one and done. Hunter brings it back. But they've also killed niko towards banana, so it's Hooksy and Hunter to try and get into A before that third T comes through.
Ooh, they're letting him go.
Hunter drops, and he's denied by Yuri, who's then just gonna keep his head down. Hooksy uses the smoke to block off the pit. He's sectioning off these duels well enough, and then he actually goes back. Oh, he kills Cerrado. He doesn't have a kit, but he taps the bomb, which means Yuri, you'd think, has to peek. And now Hooksy's got him pinned. Hooksy with a glorious attempt in the pistol clutch, but instead, it's Furia's fifth.
Yeah, he did have him.
Filling out top middle and also towards banana. Nade comes out of the defense, well timed. It's gonna put these M4s in a lovely position. And m0NESY decides to take a peek. Not punished. He'll go back, and Safe then bests him. So nice patience out of Safe, getting the counter pick, opening up Drop's possibility at another duel. And JKS's flash gets Hunter back around Arch side, seeing that there is no follow through out of Furia, turns them towards apartments instead. And that is exactly where Furia come in from.
And this will be laggy rotations from the B players. They're still really far away, no banana control, worried about a CT wrap with this Arch timing getting opened even more. Even though they flash peeked this earlier on, that has to be respected. So, I mean, if Furia do this right, they've got the perfect crunch.
Boils down to Hunter and JKS putting up doubles, staving off the split, which is soon to come through Moto. JKS stomped out inside of the little pit, and Drop uses that moment as a distraction to quell Hunter. 7 seconds, and the bomb will get its plant in. 8th round for Furia, a nice little squeeze onto the A site. In between all the fire, they get away. Oh, and niko double. Drop the only one left on full health, looking for contact and a way to crack open A, but look at the numbers here for G2. That one rifle just kicks it all off. And Drop looks to bring it back. Hooksy's A1S gets stuffed by Safe, who now wants to take it over towards the balcony. Hunter gets the pistol close. Him and JKS looking to tether nicely. And the pressure's applied. The kill is found, and another one up in the corner. Hunter waits. Safe jumps through with bomb. And that just throws this down into the dirt. Yuri needs to recover. And niko wastes no time. Hunter connects with the CZ. Majority pistols, and yet still G2's 12. Damn. His shot, Hunter picks up the slack. Two backs turn to him. Simple double, but yikes. Stuck between all the fire, doesn't matter. Hooksy saves him. Things are starting to look sketchy for Hunter. Then all of a sudden, Yuri tries to pop out from the apartments, almost finding a chance to strike down one. And while we were sat here waiting for niko versus csgo, the rest of Furia is dead. Ooh, something different.
Yeah, but the fast move here from the CT rotation gets into an interesting spot for niko. He could get a ton out of this.
Oh, I love this. They're coming right at him. Quick little snap. No double kill, but still enough to stun Furia in the CT spawn. Yuri's working with subpar HP. Monacy's gonna get it. Nice quick scope.
But I think now he knows, since he just walked Arch, didn't see anybody. They're not continuing forward with the split. However, there's someone inside of halls. There's no attention being drawn, though. Art needs to make something happen. And he'll start to shoot, so this will drag Monacy back. Eyes now on Hooksy.
Yeah. Hooksy peeks it to Banana. Confirms that one's moving up. Saw the bomb with it. AWP out of Monacy is very quickly coming to help him out. And then there's a flank on flank in middle. So as soon as that underground player pops up, it's done. G2 win their 15th. 7 map points to close out Inferno. All success. niko decides he's going for it. csgo's Mac 10 kills him. Hunter's got the trade frag though. Blood meets blood. At a smoke in front of Drop, he's the third. Hunter has gone above and beyond. A total 180 from the best of ones to this first of best of 3. And one of them versus Vitality, a 3-0 legend stage team now that we see them finish off that run today. So really, it's just the recovery from the B&E loss, because barring that, this team on screen is not losing maps. And they begin with a dominant performance versus Furia.
And give this a real try. And they'll start right here on T side. This isn't a map that G2 play anymore, but of course in history I've played plenty.
Hunter, nothing. Art, double kill. When they struggled to kick it all off on that ancient game yesterday, well, Art did have an uptick on individual level. Let's see what he can do here. Charging through to connector, Art picks up a third. Just a one-man army for G2 to now have to come back. It's a 2v5 retake. They find the first one for free while the smokes were still up. That wall of cover letting them section it off, but niko gets gushed, poor guy. And the Glock finds its target. There we go, Furia. Another T round on the pistol. Let's see if they can convert it, because both times they've won pistol across Inferno. That second round got sketchy. He's hoping that Yuri takes this duel, but Yuri, with the better hardware, comes out on top of it. So connector control, middle control, all going well for Furia. Again, first map, they win pistol, lose second. Second half, win pistol, almost drop it a second time. And things were going well.
Steady shot there from Monacy.
Could still go south as Hooksy presses his Desert Eagle into the smoke. It's the double T setup on the other side. Third one's coming over. And then you've got Hunter down beneath with the CZ. and a flash as well. If he wants to help out Hooksy, we'll see what happens, but Monacy's also starting to throw himself into it. The CTs are in the right position, and time is not on Furia's side. Hunter able to get the blind side. Monacy with the scout shot. They kill Hooksy point blank. We've got 8 seconds. More dinks come out. The scout takes its target, and they have fumbled it again.
Oh, not like this, man. Not like this. There's one moment here. Just one thing I could change about this round. It's Yuri. He doesn't transition from connector after his teammate dies on cat to try to get into the window or to try to hear Monacy on the rotating into B. Such a beast rifler, and even though he's a more emergent storyline than someone like Niko, you know, he's on par in recent times. You really want to see success for a player like that, and for a team for the most part who have stuck together. You know, their core.
Yes,
it's been a long journey,
and a stubborn long journey.
Yeah, sure.
The style and never changing, and now was finally when you know they decide to bite that bullet. But hold up, dropping Cerrado. 4v2, but Niko,
my God, he could win.
Back's turned. He's lost track of the ramp player. Still, he holds off. Oh, it's clean. He turns back to Cerrado, who just got himself into the coverage. We've got 2 back towards Ticket. Hunter getting closer. And these T's with jiggles around all these pieces of cover. There it is. Art takes the head off. Oh, man, they were sketched out. Niko just reveals himself from top Tetris. It gets scary for a second.
Who's been living in my house this whole time?
Yeah, he's been up in the attic, stealing crumbs at midnight.
But even still, never safe. We saw G2 on those half buys on CT side on Inferno.
Yoy.
Oh, and that jump will actually make it so they can't punish. Drop, he turns.
Recovers.
Yeah, well.
Niko still trades it. Yuri's close enough to chase it. Art could also catch him on the fallback, but remember, Hunter has an M4.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, look, the congregation of the T's towards the A side. 2 players getting close and comfortable. Niko looking for a bit more. They've got Monacy trailing in behind them. The bomb's starting to work back a little bit, but it feels like it's still ending A, of course. And at a minute, Art only goes 1 for 1. It's just 1 for 1 for 1 for 1. And when G2 don't have that much to play with, it's making them look good.
Hunter leans it back into the bomb site. Still, this M4 hopes to thrive. Hooksy's going to be flanking, but a little contact out from Tetris could catch Hunter exposed to Safe. He crouches down beneath it, spotted. The damage is in, but Safe ends up picking up the duel. It's just the USP on Monacy, so understandably goes down. And Furia just inch their way closer, getting into the bomb site, prevailing here with 3 players still alive, hanging on to the nades, you know, for the fact that we do go 1 for 1 for 1 for 1. Nice to see Furia then just get back with a fury of 3 kills.
Yeah.
But Hooksy's going to get close enough to Safe. Damn, still doesn't die. And Safe picking up 2 kills there off the AK. The mid-smoke draws him back.
Does Art speed up? Oh, he does.
Nicely done, but still a player now beneath him.
Yeah, favoring the CTs just slightly. A ramp control as well with the bomb in front of it. Niko will turn to the other side of connector, duplicating his presence and finding another kill.
Nicely done. Dominating connector. Niko and connector. We talk about his 10-year career. Well, that's been his bread and butter, but man advantage is JKS can just slink back into the cover of Underbalk. Teammate with him and Hooksy not far away. So the stairs player looking for contact won't find it. It's a drop into Sandwich. The picture being pieced together by the Aussie, and the damage comes through. Such little amounts of health left on these T's. Hunter and Hooksy clean it up, and that's G2's second CT round win.
Yeah, pretty solid overall.
Straight down beneath mid window. Yuri, did he? Oh, what is that?
I think it's just a spam into the window smoke.
All right. Well, gets away with a 5v4. Critical one early.
I don't know if Hunter one-weighted after the mollied. Maybe that's what happened.
Could make sense, but the cat peek, yeah, that's just a sitting victim.
That's a huge angle to take because they have
deep.
Yeah, because they have deep B control.
Then the mid play, well, that just instantly starts to slide back the favor of G2. Recovered from the 4v5 to the 4v2.
And Art goes, see, this, guys, this is why we changed. This is why we changed everything.
But what can he recover with the op? He's going to get the back. Nope. Monacy.
Oh!
The vent. The vent.
That's so unfortunate.
He survives on 1 HP because of vent. Add it to the list of things to change on Source 2, I tell ya. Niko's going to find him. Bomb thrown down now. That could have been a kill, but it isn't. It's 4 up for G2. An opening frag means nothing as G2 reclaim every portion of the map. Op in apartments to catch the cat peek, the most minimal cat peek, but as we said, afforded by that deep apartment control.
Yeah, we'd have to consider the fact that m0NESY's shot looks easy because he's so deep, right?
Oh, Hooksy on top of the refrigerator. Just catches Art completely unprepared.
That boy cold.
Give it a chance to fall back. Tagged up by Yuri. He will get away. Couple glancing blows to the side. csgo, meanwhile, wastes no time perching up on the railing, and niko's going to catch Safe further back. The bomb and the tees are getting ever closer, and so is G2's defense. We got 4 seconds on the clock, nothing left. They could sense they had an opening. They could crawling forward, but then it's just a trap. They're so scared to go for the commitment and the plant and the pace that they end up losing one after time. Tons of time for Furia to still figure this out. But again, the comfort over towards the B site looks good. Taking a player off in the front like that is fantastic. But here comes niko, flash is great, and he pins Yuri to the wall. Drop doesn't want to re-aggress. Fear in the hearts of Furia as they fall back away from that ramp. The superstar turns them away.
Oh, that's such a fantastic moment where the flash is called for niko immediately. And when niko sees the flash coming out from the T side, he knows this is the best opportunity to push because the Ts are not going to be playing anti-flash. He knows he can actually trust that one coming in from CT spawn. It's been a popular angle here at the major.
That it has.
On top of the cap bricks from Hunter.
Hops here to help.
Also up front, great. Flick backwards.
Tethered perfectly, yet again from Hunter. Multi-kill made easy by the headshots, sitting on top of the bricks. Now, Drop does have bomb. There's a clutch possibility. Half health versus 3. Hunter's not missing.
Man.
Just headshots after headshots.
Yeah, you called the phase upset based on the RMR performance. I watched your YouTube.
I learned from the best.
That was a good win. But sometimes it's hard to see how long the honeymoon's going to last. It's kind of like, why wouldn't it keep working?
niko feeling comfortable here towards middle. Yes, top mid belongs to the T behind box, but JKS is there to support it. m0NESY just strikes from above. Lightning takes down Drop. And in a heartbeat, all of Furia are slaughtered yet again. This is the G2 that we saw in the Challenger stage. This is not the G2 that showed up in the best of ones.
Yeah, just drawn into middle and crushed in the same spot. And Safe without any options. It's just been such a, I mean, literally quiet across the map. Things are moving slowly into everything going wrong at the same time.
niko off the flash. Perfect! 2 kills. Helps out Hooksy with the next one. And we just see this time and time again. The meat grinder that meets Furia on all fronts. They tried to get electric. They tried to crank that dial, but their dial near done. He lets the first one go as Hooksy exits, then he activates, dropping, drop, and getting in towards market with another player unprepared. Hunter goes huge,
oh my God.
And with niko back behind him, it's 4 rounds. G2 and FaZe had hard-fought battles. Of the 4 teams that go down into the 0-2 pool, Furia have been the least successful. Now or never. Now or never again. Last chance at a CSGO major. And JKS trades out Yuri to start to peel off this A-site defense. More damage done to Furia won't make this one easy. And there's nobody actually within this bomb site to even offer any stoppage. Art falls back, fades away like the hopes of Furia. Leaving this one for G2. Their 14th queued up. Add it to the tally.
Yeah.
A quick boost out of Safe. Doing anything to try and make this happen. Anything to get a trade frag, to get a hope, to get the dream going again. And Drop will do that. The double kill that could. Tucked back quietly in the corner. niko still hasn't been able to find him, but he's going to get the angle.
Yeah, he will get the angle. Let's see if
He's got it.
get the adjustment. He does.
The contact's made. csgo puts up the kill. Yuri then finds the next one. m0NESY's all that's left, and Art will find it. Furia. There's 5. To wait long enough that we do get Furia sliding in, but then Hunter catches Yuri. A little misstep, and the timing, catching him in the middle of it all. csgo doesn't feel comfortable here whatsoever. Safe's op extends around, doesn't kill JKS. csgo will get the job done. Gives himself a smoke to just play behind. He's low HP. And m0NESY's alive, hungry. Art's AUG over the top, clears out the sandwich. csgo's died in the meantime. Ooh, m0NESY, you feel it? The first one's his, but Safe's got the angle, and so Furia have got another one to try and make this happen with step by step.
Step by step.
Preparing for the fight. Two to the right side, and nothing. It's Hunter with the instant kill. Safe can't expose himself to the apartments, and he misses his shot. But Art will pick one up from the other side of the map. Modesty trades that back instantly. A smoke to go down inside apartments, but everybody who's trying to come help Safe is dying. And they know where he is, so Bomb can leave. A site is clear for the taking, and that is a golden opportunity for G2's 15th. They've got a man hunting down the Opper, which means cleared out will be Furia. Money will be in question, and so is their future. 8 attempts to close this series. Performances time and time again. It's all in question. No guarantees, but at least another chance as Yuri catches the 5v4. Deagle out of Queserado goes down. The A site's starting to crumble. Safe predicted. And taking damage from Ticket. Oh, his spray is not quite on the mark, but his teammates are here already. Art posted on this angle. Dueling versus JKS. He looks to make the difference. And now, these last two Ts in Hunter and Monacy with upticks in their performance scour the contact that Fury are here to offer. Hunter with the trade back, and Monacy looking for that last frag, the last frag to keep G2 in this run. But there is no over celebration.